Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast with me, host Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda. Off here to a glorious 1v1 on, you guessed it is, Twin Beaches in the south. We have the most twisted of tootsies, TwistedTootsy, a man so twisted neither the CIA or the British Conservative Party wants him. He is too twisted for them. So we're off here with the Deutsches Afrika Korps, the 16th Panzerdivision, assembled here for a rapid strike against the United States Armed Forces here in an attempt to throw them back into the Mediterranean. In the north, we have Oziligath here fighting for America, freedom, democracy, and liberty. Here with the 82nd Airborne airdropping in a 30 cal right ahead here, boldly going forwards for freedom and democracy. TwistedTootsy has yet to make a battle group pick, though. Scouts moving forward, so we got more Panzer Grenadiers on the way. Then they did, by the way, mention in the stream that Panzer Grenadiers will get buffed and they will nerf combined arms. Of course, this will make up for that, otherwise they'd be kind of broken. So that's some good news there, I think, for DAK players everywhere. Plus, some other changes were mentioned. For example, armored reserves will be changed somewhat to make most of it more accessible compared to just, people just going for the target at the moment because it can't really pay off to go for like anything else. So, scouts here for Mr. Oziligath. We got rifling up to support the 82nd Airborne in advances. Panzer to push about the 30 cal now, or probably more like the 3rd Infantry Division then actually. Not a lot of Airborne here. So, Kevin Kraut back actually there for TwistedTootsy, the Kartschützer. Panzer's moving forwards there. Panzer P heading northwards, and south there, Panzer Grenadiers moving forwards here. So steady advance here from both sides. The interesting note here, TwistedTootsy is focusing more on the centre of the map here rather than the south side or the north side. It's a bit of an interesting move here. 30 cal on the move again here for the 3rd Infantry Division. 3rd Rifle Company. Panzer swinging southwards, bike out here for TwistedTootsy. Seizing the southern points. Skirmishing around the central road here. Panzer's pulling up behind heavy cover, opening up their Kar-90K against the advancing riflemen. Back rushing forwards, opening up the machines while there's riflemen there. Firing into those for downtown American and 30 cal being moved forward here. Sending from the 82nd Airborne to support the 3rd Infantry Division. Up north here, point being seized by the Panzer Pioneer. Hard at work, they're wiring off cover. Thumbs up to TwistedTootsy. Southern fuel points slowly being seized here. Panzer Grenadiers backing off here. After realizing an engagement like this is just going to be a waste of manpower for TwistedTootsy and Germany. Bike rushing a bit southwards here. Of course, also worth noting they will be nerfing reverse speed on all vehicles in the upcoming July patch, by the way. So that, I think, is something working on and pointing out probably a few times, because again, I think that one's going to stand out more. While it was something that was applied in Companies 2, there was actually in Companies 1 you would actually reverse slower there, so that's going to be, an interesting change there. I think we'll at least take some time to adapt for some players. 250 after here though for TwistedTootsy. Lighter Schützenpanzerwagen, bike rushing north here, Panzer Pioneer down there, fortifying and the northern fuel hill here with a bit of barbed wire. Very good there. Thumbs up to TwistedTootsy. In the south, the Panzer Grenadiers push forwards. 250 half track right around the corner for TwistedTootsy, and up north here, bike heavily damaged, engaging the scouts here. Meanwhile, lighter Schützenpanzerwagen has arrived. Typically there'd be 2 of these per infantry squad, each half of the squad riding in a separate 250 half track. Fun fact, it'd also typically be part of the German Armored Reconnaissance Unit. But Aufklärer was basically just Panzer Grenadiers be riding along in them, though sometimes regular Panzer Grenadiers would also be equipped with the 250 half track, but they couldn't get the 251. Fun here for the fuel hill, for the carve point, and the send here. A lot of engagement we got at the same time here. TwistedTootsy flanking around. Oziligath catching his 30 cal there in a compromised position, gunning down the Americans out in the open. Oziligath's men there trying to hold the machine into a more safe position. 250 half track ripping through the American spike, joining in there as well. We got a battle group choice here with the Italian combined arms for TwistedTootsy. Most twisted of tootsies. Bike's about to combust there as the fuel tank is lit up. Up north here, Panzer Peter being overwhelmed as well here. TwistedTootsy thought he had the drop on Oziligath, but it would appear Oziligath was the one with the drop. Camping out here as well for Oziligath here. Now, of course, he does have 2 scout squads, which makes it more interesting. He actually went for the 30 cal there, because most Airborne players tend to go for a lot of Pathfinders then. But doesn't mean this is bad, but it is a bit interesting, Nick. Around the southern field of the Panzer Grenadiers, we've got another Panzer Grenadier squad here for TwistedTootsy now. Bit of an interesting later pick when he's got the light support company up here. I mean, one option he could have gone for would have been the Assault Grenadiers. There's the MP40s, the grenades, and of course their charming smiles. As long as you're not on the receiving end of the bullet storm, of course. Up north here, Scout has the Panzer Grenadiers and the 250 half take. Heavy exchange of fire here between the Germans and the Americans. 30 cal dug in. And we got men of the 82nd Airborne around to further support here, the 3rd Infantry Division. Let's see, he does. He's got like 2 rifle squads, I think, or is it just 1? Oh, he does have 2. Certainly quite a mix of unity from various units for Oziligath here, in the face of the onslaught of the 16th Panzerdivision here. 2nd Aufklärungsabteilung, or company. North here, pumping tap of the rifle squads, the captain here. Rushing southwards here. And we got the tech upgrade there, opening up a flank half-tech, anti-tanks and whatnot. Over to Oziligath here. We're so far they're controlling most of the map here. Part again, it's just these double scouts. They may not be quite effective in like a head-on fight, but they're quite good for harassment and just holding a good chunk of the map there. So definitely not a bad move there, but definitely not something necessary for all players either. I don't think it's upgraded any of his scouts with the utility package, so no sign of flares or smoke grenades as of yet. Got medics up here and no upgrade yet there. We'll have course up to see what Oziligath is doing. So fire strategy is definitely fairly non-meta. Half-tech supporting the troops in the south, pushing back the scouts here with a few well-placed shots there from the 250 half-track. Leichter Schützenpanzerwagen, which was based off a small utility tractor there and basically turned into an armored vehicle. There was the same thing with a lot of German early vehicles, by the way. Like armored vehicles, a lot of them was just like, you know, unarmored vehicles, just armored into like, you know, more frontline worthy equipment. Fun fact, by the way. Meanwhile, for TwistedTootsy, we do get another 250 after here, popping out the Panzerjägers. Not waiting to run along there. Interesting. Guessing what's just right support. He could also indicate his plan to go here for some upgrades here, maybe the autocannon upgrade or the mortar after. We'll of course have to see. Meanwhile, we got Panzerpionier here with the Granatenbüchse 39 engaging here TwistedTootsy or Oziligath's Pirates on the hill by the lighthouse. Actually falls them away, but worth noting, he actually got lucky suffering no casualties, in part of course due to the paratroops having a large amount of health. For considering how like easily accessible they are at one command point, they're actually like really tough. North here, half-track there, supported by the Panzerjägers catching here Oziligath's northern scouts. Panzerjägers to the rifle squad here. And further south here again, we got a lot of engagements over across the entire map here. Oziligath just swinging in for freedom, democracy, and liberty. Panzerjägers there trying to make an impact, but they're just going to struggle against the GIs there. Got 592. We got rifle grenades here on the rifle squad here. You know, but technically they did fire rifle grenades from these Granatenbüchse, by the way. We got the Chaffee here for Oziligath, despite having seen the Panzerjägers. He is clearly willing to go for the M24 Chaffee. Probably wanting to put himself toward these 250 half, which are providing a lot of combined arms bonuses here for Twisted's men. Worth noting, I do hope we get to see some upgrades here for them, because typically if we're going to go for like multiple Panzer Grenadiers, you do want the veteran squad upgrade to push them up to 6-man, but also get bonuses for going for them. North here push forward for the scouts being thwarted here. Chaffee almost done. Panzerjägers continue to fight around the carve point. More troops being committed here for TwistedTootsy, and he's fixing up one of the half-techs here. Half-8 to veterans you won. Yeah, pretty difficult to get to veterans won by those half-tracks.
They've taken our victory point.
So we got light machine guns here for Oziligath's paratroopers, and we got the M24 Chaffee, a light tank moving forwards. Up north here, punch guns for the scouts still at it.
A strategic point is being claimed.
Anti-tankers can be airdropped here. And there you go, Chaffee on the move here, but TwistedTootsy's not spotted, as half-tank is going to get flanked, I think, and destroyed. As chances of the 250 half-tanks surrounding the Chaffee are pretty slim, seeing as it only needs 2 shots to light it up. So there you go, kaput. We got the Panzerpionier inside the half-track, forcing out the 30 cal there with his rifle grenades, firing from the back of the half-track here. South side here, could try and come up here and grab more points there. As for TwistedTootsy, we got the Haftladungs and Steelhandgranate being prepared here, thumbs up. Chaffee there, successfully aiding in the scouts and overcoming the northern positions here of the 16th Panzerdivision. Scouts there pop, paratroopers popping grenades here, and the Panzerpionier blowing out the windows. Chaffee going at it. We got Panzerjägers here with their Panzerbüchse opening up on the Chaffee. A lot of action. We got engineers here for Oziligath, quite crucially, of course, to repair his Chaffee here. Panzerpionier versus paratroopers here. Veterans you want to close in into 82 to the north from the south. The Panzergrenadiers being supported here by the 250 half track. And the south troops moving forward. This is like an absolutely intense match so far already. 10 minutes past, like it's just so much action. Close to wipe here, definitely could be painful there for TwistedTootsy.
They've pushed us.
No. Oh, and he gets a wipe too. Extra painful here for TwistedTootsy. Extra painful. Still no veteran squad leaders. And despite having gone for like Italian combined arms, we're not really seeing like any Breda 30s. Oh, there we go. Spoke too soon. We are in fact getting there. That's going to help TwistedTootsy out somewhat. But I do think one of the core issues... He's also finally going for the veteran squad leaders upgrade. They're definitely a fair bit delayed here for TwistedTootsy. And we got an MD-34 as well here, but we got Panzer Grenadiers now with the Breda 30. Light machine gun. 299 versus 500. But yeah, with the bolstered Panzer Grenadier squads with light machine guns here, there's definitely, I think, a good chance I have TwistedTootsy more seriously trying to match against Oziligath, because his rifle on the other hand are not upgraded, which I think is a definite element here. And while he does have the paratroops, that's so far only one squad. So he's going for grenades now as well here. Some more troops pushing forwards here for TwistedTootsy. Rifleman charging in, they're going for a sprint. Gonna pop a 90% grenade here against the 250 half-track, but not before taking an immense amount of damage. Check for their patrol on the center road, 30 cal setting up, engineers on the move as well. And we got that MD-34 being hauled forward to the front line here by the men of the 16th Panzer Division. 30 cal, oh, that's actually the captain with a 30 cal, they're not the larger 30 cal. They're coming from the building here up north. Panzer Grenadiers being pursued by the Chaffee here. All of action in a little place, and we got TwistedTootsy pushing for the Panzer Commando. Clearly intending to go for a Panther 3 rush here. Definitely a solid strategy under current circumstances. And should help push more pressure on Oziligath. Obviously not that as risks, but again, if you can get out Panther 3 here and Oziligath isn't on the wiser, this could give TwistedTootsy quite the shock effect and might allow him to, like, so shift the entire momentum of the game in his favour finally. Finding continues in the south, the MD-34 pushing northwards. Panzer Grenadiers need to withdraw. Quick charge grenade here, but it wouldn't do too much. I don't think there's much point in it. They want to pull back some of his troops for healing reinforcements. They doesn't have an ambulance and probably won't be going for it anytime soon, since I again imagine like his priority is to push for that fast Panzer 3 here. 30 cal they're being pursued here by the Panzer Grenadier. North here. I think he does need to... Oh, he does go for the grenade after all here. That's a bit of a surprise. 30 cal here, falling back to a more defensive position here for Oziligath. Troops reinforcing healing here for him as well. Very good. But we're attacked here by a large column of American infantry, still lacking any BARs. 32 on those Panzer Pioneers, they're good. Panzer Jägers moving forwards. We got the info going for the scout here. Panzers need to retreat here before the Chaffee finishes them off entirely. But there you go, he can go for the Panzer 3 model now here versus Oziligath, which could allow him, there we go, to swing the game on his favour, because currently he really only has the M24 Chaffee to stop the Panzer 3, which is ever going to be a bit of a challenge to do. South side, Panzer Jägers swinging with the 250 after counterattack here. Panzer 3 slowing getting ready here for TwistedTootsy. 30 coming forwards again. Of north here, machine being flanked up by the Chaffee now. And he's got the Victor Pondy runner neutral, pushing back the bleed here onto TwistedTootsy. North here, machine being pursued here by the Chaffee. 30 cal holding up. Troops reinforcing here. Panda 3 almost done. Need to fix up that 250 after, of course. Veterans 1 in that one, which actually gives access like medics on board there to heal and tune us inside. But yeah, it's like really rare to see because it's just so tough to get to Veterans 1 there. But now we do have the Panther 3 out here, and again, Oziligath currently only has the Chaffee. He's about to lose his machine gun though for no good reason. I'm guessing he was basically using it as bait here to keep the Chaffee in position, like the Panther 3 to go front. Panther 3 though misses. Panzer Jägers rushing in the 250 half-track. Panther 3 being flanked by the Chaffee. But there you go. Got the Panzer Jägers rushing in to assist. He should be able to take out the Chaffee. But there you go. At the same time, Oziligath makes off here with the German MD-34. Bit of a punch across the nose here for Tootsie, but he does get the M24 Chaffee. That's definitely a nice kill. We got a, I think, artillery strike here on the Panzer Grenadiers, pushing them forwards. In the south here, fighting for the south side continues here, continuously between TwistedTootsy and Oziligath. So, what next? We do get the tank depot up here for Oziligath, likely meaning Shermans or M18 Hellcats. Getting hard to work here, fixing up the Panzer 3 Model L. One of the later models, but not the latest model of Panzer 3. There's been the Model M and the Model N. He's sniping some poor sort there. North here, Ralph pushing, getting anti-tank grenade off here on the Panzer III. I do think he'll want his Panzer being up here to assist the Panzer III to get it fixed up faster. And there you go, we got what looks to be a strafing run here, or is it a rocket run? Oh, it's airborne, so he's gone for rocket run against the Panzer III there. And very narrowly, TwistedTootsy pulls the Panzer III there out of the line of fire, saving it from total destruction. In the south here, the paratroops are getting absolutely mauled here by the Panzer guns there with double machine guns here. He even tried a saddle charge there. Spicy. Ambulance finally out there for TwistedTootsy, over to Oziligath.
Forward units report the Krauts are down to 250 points.
Two machine guns here for Oziligath is pretty good, and we do get the M18 Hellcat here to go after the Panzer III. Mines being laid down as well here, very good. I imagine TwistedTootsy's plan will involve more tanks, though of course we could also go for an anti-tank gun to help deal with the M18 Hellcat. But for now, his Panzer III is in dire need repairs. What's that smell? It's the engine, Ludwig. Oh, yeah.
A fuel point is being seized by the enemy.
South Salming 40 could heal up the troops, I think, with a half-track. Yes, indeed. Thumbs up to TwistedTootsy. Nice bit of German efficiency there. Mines across the middle road. And there you go, M18 Hellcat out here for Oziligath. So we got a lot of action, and we got another, I think, 250 half-track call-in. Yeah, it's actually, though, for the light Infanteriegeschütz. TwistedTootsy calling in some light artillery to pressure his opponent. Would have figured a Pat 38 actually. But either way, is they're hiding out. Very nice little ambush being set up by TwistedTootsy. North here, Panzer was the 30 cal here. Flanking as well, they're very good. And got the MD fed on the way here. South side there, Captain and Scouts here pushing into the German southern flank here against the 16th Panzer to be short. Untin counter cores heavily equipped. And veteran Panzer gun is backed up by 250 half-track. Panzer III is good to go again here. Hellcat there falling a bit back. Up north, Panzer guns are forced back here due to the sheer numbers. Oziligath is able to present here. Rushing the Panzer III southwards. Clearly not intending to engage the Hellcat directly. Smoke deployed here. No additional Panzer IIIs or anything like that yet here for TwistedTootsy. Light Infanteriegeschütz setting up. 250 to support the troops again. And Panzer there spotted. A little ambush ruined. Round back to Sun Victory Point again here. I'm getting pummeled here by artillery fire and grenade fire here from the Granatenbüchse. And apparently troop connector along in the Hellcat. I did not know that. Fancy that. Got the Panzer engaging the paratroops there. Panzer's also counter-attacking here. Fierce push there for TwistedTootsy, but he really needs to like start making like, you know, bigger inroads here in the map here because he's like running out of victory points and Oziligath is getting such a resource lead, so TwistedTootsy definitely needs to like, you know, hit harder here soon. He's getting some movement on finally with the Panzer Grenadiers and the Panzer III here. Half-tracks of the move here. Now the Panzer III for TwistedTootsy as well, very good. We got the light Infanteriegeschütz here bombarding Oziligath's positions, making it hard for him to just set up his machine guns and defense against any German assaults. Close shot there. Troops slowly pushing 40, 30 cal finally forced away there. Second Panzer arriving here, definitely posing a problem now for Oziligath with just one Hellcat to stop two Panzer IIIs, one of them which is two, and Hellcat shoots bases. Great shot there for Oziligath, not so much there for TwistedTootsy, but there you go, baited into the mine. Suddenly, TwistedTootsy's Panzer III is in dire straits with that second one. We got another rocket strike here. Can TwistedTootsy pull a Panzer III out to safety? Looks like he does. Other one going for the Hellcat here. Rockets coming crashing down again, missing up north here. The Panzer III engaging the Hellcat on the hill. Panzerjäger's trying to move up, but they're being suppressed here by something. Almost got the Hellcat with the Panzer III. Who will stand? Yes, victorious. He does get the Hellcat with the Panzer III. We might see an anti-tank grenade here on the Panzer III, blowing up the engine and almost taking out the Panzer III here. A furious push here by TwistedTootsy with one that could secure him now. Much more momentum in control of the field here as he now will have two tanks, though in heavy need of repairs. And Oziligath meanwhile has no anti-tank weapons. So the faster right now TwistedTootsy can get these Panzer IIIs going, the better. At which point Oziligath could be in for a world of hurt. Up north, he half-tech pursuing the scouts here.
A munitions point is being attacked.
Could get another Panzer III. Could also go for the self-repairs. We'll have to see, of course, what TwistedTootsy does. Engineers rushing through the Panzer Grenadiers here, forced away there due to the sheer number of bullets that can be thrown at them. In the south here, 30 cal versus the Panzer Grenadiers here, 2 light machine guns and 4 rifle versus 1 30 cal here, and that is definitely lost for the 30 cal. Oziligath makes the wise decision here. We got another Hellcat out. Meanwhile, Panther Feast are still being fixed up. He could also consider more Panzer Pioneer to expedite repairs. And up here, half-tech successfully forces off the scouts. Hellcat rushing southwards this time around here. Panzerjäger's pushing forwards. Catching the scouts here with the Panther 3. Both now by the veterans you want here. Going for a wipe here. If you can get the one that certainly would help out TwistedTootsy ability. And over to Tootsie. Got the scout, small win. Of course, gets hit with a snare. We got the Hellcat in hot pursuit. And in the south here, the fight for the houses continues at a grueling pace. We got the 30 cal MG34 being hit here, but the Panther Grenadiers raking through the crew here could get a wipe. Panther Fleet disengaging, close to 82 grenades off here, forcing out the Panther Grenadiers, but not perhaps before they cleared out. Here, the machine gun, no, it gets away. Close call for Oziligath. Very close call. Rushing the Panther Fleet out, more grenades being chucked at the building. I think at this point he's just withdraw the Panzer Grenadiers. No, he keeps at it. He believes in their tenacity and their fighting spirit. Meanwhile, here, not much else further going on there for TwistedTootsy and the 16th Panzer Division. As the war went on, of course, the Panther Fleet would stop seeing production. Of course, all production would shift towards the Stuke 3G and, of course, Panther Force and Panthers. Of course, some would still see service in a variety of sources, though at least a bunch of others would actually be directly converted over to Stuke 3Gs. Others would be converted into Flampanzer 3s, so little fun fact there. He's a really low on health. I feel like TwistedTootsy should withdraw these for healing. Like, I think he gained much more by just withdrawing them. We also here got the Simolensis strafing runs, artillery cover here. He pushes onwards though with the heavily damaged Panther Grenadiers. I feel like that's a bit risky for Tootsie. Moving up north, he diving in against the Hellcat with the other Panther Fleet, bit risky. Forcing the Panther Fleet to withdraw. Artillery strike calling by the northern victor pod, half-track rushing in, others hanging back here. Oh, he's actually gone for the vehicle capture upgrade. Interesting. I don't see that one too often, particularly not over the emergency repair kits, but that is exactly what TwistedTootsy did. Fancy that. I mean, it does give a bit more utility out of his 250 half-techs and his Panzer 3, plus makes them faster, which definitely makes it harder for the Hellcat to keep a safe distance. Sherman out here for Oziligath, though, and the 3rd Infantry Division. We've got 91 to 152. TwistedTootsy really needs to work hard on those vector points, that's for sure. Could actually go for another Panther 3 now, and certainly 3 relatively fast Panther 3s. It could be a headache here for him. That's for Oziligath. Sherman Hellcat rushing for the southern Panther 3. TwistedTootsy already seeing that coming, pulls the tank to safety. Very sensible. Push with Oziligath into him, got the land gun there, bombarding the American paratroopers here. Close to veterans 1. North Engineers are forced off. Hellcat Sherman the move here. Got another Panther 3 there for TwistedTootsy. Thumbs up. The more the merrier. Of course, he could consider something like a Flak 36 in theory, but I don't think that would be too advisable at the moment. Needs to engage this Panzer 3. He's about to get knocked out. Again, vehicle capture, which again increases the speed. That allows us to get out faster, so that is very good. Here are the Panther 3 diving in and going for the 30 cal there. Got 91 versus 400. TwistedTootsy are playing it loose and fast. His half-tracks need repairs, his Panther 3s need repairs. Feel like more Panzer Pioneer here would still be a good option to consider for TwistedTootsy. Hellcat diving in here, there you go. Could pop rapid fire here to try and increase the chance of knocking out things here. Panther's moving forwards, Panzer X-Men as well here. Panther 3 down, great kill here for Oziligath. Moving in the Panther 3s here, TwistedTootsy wants vengeance. Still hits to the Sherman, tear gas rounds off the other Panther diving northwards here. Rushing in the Panther 3, trying to take out, and he does get the Sherman. An eye for an eye, a Panzer for a Panzer. And up north here, the fighting continues as well here. TwistedTootsy raising in his heavily damaged Panther 3 here, definitely not without his risks. Troops good to go here for TwistedTootsy as well there. We got 91 versus 383 here, Hellcat need repairs. And we got another Hellcat here for Oziligath, not for TwistedTootsy. Unless it gets out of recovery half, it starts recovering all of these things, in which case, you know, it could technically be for TwistedTootsy as well. Now that Panther 3 for TwistedTootsy in the 16th Panzer Division. some of the, you know, secondary fronts like the Italian front, we actually see a lot of the Panzer still being used there, while of course more primary fronts like the Eastern and Western fronts will see the Panzer more rapidly phased out. So, little fun fact there as well. Another Panzer there for TwistedTootsy.
Our fuel point is being neutralized by the enemy.
So far here on the MT, the third cal there. He's really been good use of the vehicle capture ability, which you just don't see that much use. So thumbs up to TwistedTootsy on that account. North here, Cat rushing into the Panzer line, and of course the Panzerjägers got Vecchi 2 in the Panzer III, and we got another Panzer III. They're ready to join the frontline action here versus the Americans of the 3rd Invasion, as the situation remains quite volatile here for the United States. And the lead is slowly, you know, vanishing. Still quite significant, but not quite as significant as it used to be. Panzer III getting a bit too close here. Second one moving to assist, but could cost him a Panzer III here, which of course is going to be a great killing for Oziligath and America. There we go, Panzer III down. Panzer III down. Panzer III, they're flanking in. Heavy fire for the south. Panzer is about to get wiped out here. Panzer goes pushed back here. Can he take out the Hellcat? I'd say chances are pretty good here. And we got the artillery ability called in here, but most of the shots completely whiff, and his own tank actually gets wrecked by it. Yikes. There's 2 Panzer IIIs, 1 Hellcat. That is definitely not a good trait there for TwistedTootsy in the slightest, and pretty good there for Oziligath. Pretty good. These 2 tanks down here. Up north of Panzer III still let up, but we've got the Hellcat engaging. Panzer Pioneer supporting the assault here, but he has to withdraw their Panzerkampfwagen 3. And up north here, fighting continues to be ferocious. Having to support him, provide the combined numbers bonus for the Panzer Grenadiers. We still got the artillery ability active here.
Rifles losing integrity.
Ace Panzers advancing. We got 84 Safine 42.
Point is under attack. We must act.
Guessing more Panzer IIIs for TwistedTootsy. This has got other plans all of a sudden. After Grammars on the field point away here. Hellcat mashing forwards. North here, Panzer Grenadiers clashing out here with the paratroops. Half-track gets knocked out. Another stinging blow to TwistedTootsy. And the 16th, and there goes second half-track down. That meaning he's lost both of his armored half-tracks. And Oziligath's got another Hellcat out here. The situation for the 16th Panzer Division has definitely taken a turn for the worse. And something needs to be done drastically to turn things around. We do get another Panzer III here, but I think more infantry would also in the longer term benefit TwistedTootsy a fair bit. At this point, I mean, going for new Panzer gun squad, but given a 6-man squad with a light machine gun already attached, I feel like that would have some merit here for him. Some merit. 320 versus 84 here. Got strafing runs and artillery fire here on the 30 cal here. MG34. Almost wiping out the entire machine crew here. TwistedTootsy is ruthless. And there you go. Panzer guns appearing here from the hill. Swinging in the sign of Oziligath going here for wiping the MG34. Does almost get the gunner here. Yes, he does get the kill there, but not before the Panzers end up being suppressed. And Oziligath quick to move to recover the machine gun here for America, freedom, and democracy. And there you go. Another Panzer III has arrived to support the front line here. 16th Panzer Division. Far up north here, Panzer is being attacked here by 2 Raab squads filled with BARs and democracy. Perhaps a few beers too. Pausing back here, the Panzer Grenadiers got the Panzer III up on the hill here, providing covering fire for the retreating German Panzer Grenadier. Hellcat going in for the kill here. Second Hellcat joining in. Up north here, Panzer III's withdrawing as the Hellcats and Riflemen are advancing steadily. Back here, Panzer III receiving repairs.
We're down to 300 points.
Panzer Grenadier moving forwards. North here, we got the Panzer III as the Rifle squad here. Hellcat diving is going to flank on the Panzer III. Really good flank here by Oziligath, catching a TwistedTootsy in a bad spot. Of course, it could turn this in the favor with the second Panzer III arriving. There we go, suddenly the Hellcat is now caught between 2 Panzer IIIs, including a pretty fast 32-1 here. Could take out there, we got the rapid fire, but there you go, another Hellcat rushing in here, pushing in the other Panzer III again. It is quite a chaotic mess here on the hill. Hellcat, that Vecchi 2, they're getting blasted now by the 2 Panzer IIIs and their 50mm guns. In the end, no casualties are claimed on either side here in these terms of armor, and both Panzer IIIs and Hellcats withdraw from the fight. Got 295 as 81 here. Got the Ace Panzer Grenadier as the paratroopers. And we got, I think, the Landfig on here joining in as well here. Smoke being deployed to support a future assault for victory point, but the timing is wrong here for TwistedTootsy. They're not quite by intent. Around northern point here with the Panzer V. We do get the self-repair ability, which also makes them tougher. And we got another strafe around here from TwistedTootsy and the Luftwaffe against the Northern Rifle Squad here. He wants those munitions, no matter the cost, as they are, of course, a lifeline to, of course, lots of call-ins and artillery strikes. South side here, Captain Force there for Oziligath and La France. No, not La France. And over to TwistedTootsy again.
We have 75 points remaining.
Another Hellcat here for Oziligath, who's already got 2 Hellcats. It's going to be a third one. That's going to be a challenge here for TwistedTootsy. Again, he could try like for Flak 36 or Pack 38s. Or he could, of course, just keep going for more Panzer IIIs, which is, I mean, you know, a legitimate option as well. There's also like option number E, which of course doesn't make sense. But, you know, to go for the mechanized company, maybe try and go for armored reserves, maybe some Stug assault group there, I don't know. South here, the Panther IIIs diving in again, relying on their great speed here to overwhelm Oziligath on the flank with Airgo Hellcats counterattacking, halting the advance of the 16 Panzer for now, causing quite a bit of damage here on Twisted's Panzerkampfwagens. And of course, you could also just go for more infantry. Honestly, I think that's a little bit great idea. About to lose a Panther III here. Need to be careful. Looks so. Grenades off here. Hellcat narrowly survives. If not for that emergency repair kits upgrade, I think that Panther III would have been a bonfire. Meanwhile, Oziligath exploring here. Fighting in the south to push for the land for guns on the northern side here. Good move by Oziligath. Meanwhile, third Hellcat arriving. Gonna try and, I imagine, dive after these 2 heavily damaged Panther IIIs. Grenades being exchanged in the south. In the north, actually, it's definitely not the south. Both Panther IIIs think need to pull back to the base for repairs. Additionally, still no additional tanks happening here for TwistedTootsy. Pushing northwards here. Got pop grenades there. Further up north here, mines going off here. Casualties piling up. Grenades being exchanged. Panther III, they're being rushed in. Other Panther III then heavy need repairs. Like, there's just so much going on there. You go. Damage engine on the Hellcats here, as Oziligath underestimates TwistedTootsy's sheer tenacity. There you go, Panther III's just slowly repairing themselves. Still no additional tanks. At this point, it does feel like, yeah, he's actually going here for the mechanized company, so this could possibly be either he's going to go for Martyrs, or it could be he's going to try for the armed reserves. We'll have to see. Yeah, Martyrs, of course, was also an option to like try and deal with these Hellcats, just go for like even cheaper tank destroyers. And until it's like called in here, we got 74 239. I mean, TwistedTootsy, though, in many respects, actually clawing his way back to the match. And we do get a mechanized assault group out here. Assault mechanized group, by the way. Assault Grenadiers here, heavily equipped with MP40s and decked out with a Stielhandgranate, rushing forwards here in their leichte Schützenpanzerwagen. There you go, that's kind of also slightly more tanky, 250 there, thanks to all the various upgrades. Of course, you could make it even tankier with a combat half-tanks upgrade. Probably right, though. Smoke being deployed down to get the point. He's even going to grab the MD-34. Nice haul here for TwistedTootsy. Definitely a bit of slip there by Oziligath. TwistedTootsy getting more and more into the control of this. So again, I will say, though, trying to here go for the armored reserves that he's planning is definitely a bit risky when he just pushed for more Panther IIIs, but at the same time, obviously, if you were to get something out of the armored reserves, that could also prove to be very beneficial for TwistedTootsy, but, you know. Hellcats rushing straight down the main road. Half's going to get knocked out at this rate. Panther III moving in from one side. 250 half-tech dodging here. Panther III is close to the ace level. Excellent there for TwistedTootsy. Less excellent for Oziligath and the Americans. That kit's reinforcing healing. Mines going off there. Men dying in their droves as things are exploding beneath their feet. 74 here. There's on 84. Shots fired here, till firing down. Oh, it's actually smoke here to negate the longer range here of the Oziligath's men. Interesting move there by TwistedTootsy. Hollow charge round here in the south. Ralph's got Hellcat further flank here, the Panzer III. And there we go. We do in fact get the armed reserves upgrade. He's going to either try and push for the Tiger tank or try and push one of the other groups there, like the Stug group or the Panzer IV group. Though certainly there's all these Hellcats, considering the upgrades he's got. Part of me would actually say the Stug group could be like pretty handy. Like a pair of fast Stugs with extra health. That's like got some potential. They went backed up a Soul Panzer IIIs here. North here, Hunter Pioneer is the captain, forcing him back. He in fact could get a wipe here with the grenade launcher here. Diving straight for the victory point here, using the smoky to efficiently push forwards. Thumbs up here to TwistedTootsy. Very good use of smoke here towards the latter half of the game here. Assault goes moving forwards, Panther Fleet back north here, so close to the east level. Falls it back more of Oziligath's men, and we are back to Oziligath here. Grenade off here on the Hellcat. Smoke being deployed here by the Assault Grenadiers. Thumbs up there. Again, consistent use of smoke here by TwistedTootsy. Going to be a great tool here for control of the map. We got routes put it flanking the Assault Grenadiers, but Panther Fleet's playing covering fire. We got 148 to 74 here. So TwistedTootsy's made a hell of a comeback, honestly, from like the first half of the game. These Panther Fleets again with all the upgrades have really proven to be like just massive in the service of TwistedTootsy. Particularly again that just increased to speed has really helped him out there until they control the field and pressuring Oziligath. Thumbs up to that. North here, Panther being swiftly hit with as many 30 cals here as Oziligath and the arsenal of democracy can muster against them. Sherman forwards here. We actually got the 105mm Sherman here for Oziligath there. An interesting move. Very interesting move. Back here, Panther Fleet need repairs. Armed gun still at it. Got the Panther Fleet far up north here, perhaps planning to sort of flank behind here. Of course, at the same time, there's the risk of being outsetting his panzers too much, makes them easy targets for the Hellcat swarms to just pick apart there. So I can see the logic behind this, but I also do feel like there's some significant downsides to it. Smoke deployment here from Oziligath. Wow, thumbs up. Rarely see that one, and even less so for the Americans. This one's from the Marlboro Corporation, you goddamn Krauts. Got the assault guns, the Panther moving forwards. So he's got the upgrade, but the question again is, what is he going to go for? Will it be the Tiger Tank? Will it be the Stuka Assault Group? Will it be the Panzer IV? Got the assault guns, the Panther pushing forwards here. Of course, got the 105mm Sherman hammering the troops there. Fun fact, 105mm Sherman was actually supposed to act as a replacement for the Scott in the armored divisions, basically, serving the same purpose of, close range artillery support. Fun fact there. Just, bigger gun and more armored chassis. North here, fighting for Northern Victory Point continues here. TwistedTootsy reclaiming the machine gun on the point. There's one machine gun. In the center, their parrots dropping forwards, getting hammered by the Panther Fleet and the Panther gun. It's just a violent exchange. I mean, on the south here, the Hellcats moving forwards. We got, I think, artillery called in here by TwistedTootsy, looking to catch here. All of Oziligaths are there. Perhaps it's American artillery, I don't know. Maybe it's a decoy, I don't know. But yeah, it is an artillery strike call in the sector artillery, whatever it's called here. Hellcats flanking their Panther Fleet in dire straits. So we've got 3 Hellcats here going for it. And again, here is the risk of splitting up his tank so much here against that many Hellcats. It makes it much easier for, Oziligath to just knock one out there. It's like the same principle then with the 2 Hellcat, or 1 Hellcat with the Panther Fleets earlier. So yeah, he's about to lose his 8th Panther Fleet as well here. Not looking great there for TwistedTootsy. Definitely, I think, was a mistake to split up the Panther Fleets there. He's about to now lose his 8th Panther Fleet there. A great kill for Oziligath there, and suddenly TwistedTootsy has now lost all of his tanks. That is a dreadful blow there, and cause a great kill there. Still got some of that artillery coverage going down here. Great shot there. We got Veterans who won on the Sherman, and TwistedTootsy has gone straight for the Tiger Tank here. One of the biggest, meanest thing he can get, and that was clearly the Tiger Tank. Bold move here, adding the pinlight machine gun here. Of course, there's all these Hellcats. Again, the question is, should he really done that? Should he just gone for something faster, like, again, say, the Stuka Assault Group to back up his Panther Fleets? I mean, say, you had 2 Stugs with all the upgrades, 2 Panther Fleets, including the Ace one, versus 3 Hellcats. I'd say TwistedTootsy would have had a much better chance here against, so many Hellcats than with just 1 Tiger Tank. Of course, it is still a Tiger Tank. It is the DAK Tiger with a lot of upgrades, so properly supported, I would argue it still has a chance, but it's going to be a lot tougher than, say, with 2 Panther Fleets and 2 Stuka Fleets. It's going to be tougher. So we got 70 versus 71 here. Got the Titan going for the more isolated infantry maps north. And again, just the speed upgrade here really makes the DAK Tiger a much more fearsome predator. There you go. Ralph's Squad almost wiped out here. Assault goes moving forwards. Rifleman then close to being wiped out here by the Tiger and Assault going to do combo here. Almost got them so close here. Mines being laid down. You're clearly anticipating the Hellcat's going to try and swing up north here to get behind the Tiger tank. So it's preparing a minefield to catch them up there. That is actually not a bad thought there by TwistedTootsy. And using the Tiger tank to actually grab the point. Spicy. In the south here, machine gun Panzers moving forward to counter-attack into the southern point. We've still got the Sherman here as a massive obstacle here for TwistedTootsy's infantry. Spotting here, American troops, Hellcats being fixed up. Tiger tank repositioning in here for TwistedTootsy. Back to TwistedTootsy. So what is he going to go for now? More Panther 3s maybe? Probably lots of Aventers. You could also go for Martyrs to back up the Tiger tank. I honestly don't think that'd be a bad idea here against all of this. Parrots being hammered here by the Tiger tank, and it's 8 hit on the gun here. If it can hit. Got the Hellcats on the move here. Might go off from the paratroopers here. Line's gun cleared up. Panthers on the south, they're about to go wiped, but they do get victory point. We got 52 versus 69 here. Hellcats dying after the Tiger tank. Assault gun is spotting ahead here. And he's going to hit a mine here, I think. Yes, he hits the mine. Damage engine. Tiger tank going for the kill here. In the south, fighting continues to remain quite brutal here. Good shot from the Tiger tank. Got a strafing run here on the Hellcat. And there we go. Luftwaffe wrecks the Hellcat there. Nice kill here by TwistedTootsy. Thumbs up. That certainly will help relieve some of the pressure from his shoulders. Fighting continues to be quite brutal, and there you go. Half-track knocked out here by the Rifle Squad. Tiger tank moving in against the Rifleman. Shoots kind of a whiff there. We got Assault Gunners coming the retreat path here, the retreating Riflemen. Threatening to wipe them out here. We got 39 versus 57. Still got the Sherman. Still an additional army here for TwistedTootsy. Up north, Rifle Squad forced withdrawing the face of the now mentioned one Tiger tank, and of course the S-mine launcher. Had he stuck around the friend longer, that would have been a wipe there from the S-mine launchers. Which, for those wondering, are basically just a series of fragmentation launchers mounted on the sides of the Tiger tank to defend against infantry. They would remove them. Initially, they actually also, afterwards, they would briefly try them on the Panther 3 model ends, but they can't drop them out as well here. South almost got the machine gun here. Sherman can receive an excellent investment here for TwistedTootsy up north here, being flanked by the captain. Almost got a wipe there, though. We got the other two Hellcats moving in, and no mines on the flank now. Need to turn the Tiger tank around here. Almost got the captain. Turn around. Turn it around. Oh no, the rear's exposed. Hellcats are scoring excellent hits here on the Tiger tank with ease. Definitely a bit of slip here with TwistedTootsy. Got the Hellcat here, but he's going to lose the Tiger tank now, I think. Yup. Great kill for Oziligath, punishing TwistedTootsy for an otherwise crucial mistake. He's going for Panther. No, he cancelled it. Is he going for another group there? Or Tiger tank? I don't know, maybe. We got 43 versus 52 here. Oziligath launching his Hellcat into the base of TwistedTootsy. He's going for Flak 36. Crikey. That is an interesting choice here that feels a bit late at this stage. Feels a bit late. Now, of course, it's just me. Oh, Flak 36 is almost done here for TwistedTootsy. We've got 43 versus 44. Fight continues to be neck and neck here. 43 versus 43. Sherman continues just to wreak havoc here on TwistedTootsy's infantry. And there you go, Flak 36 has arrived on the battlefield. Sherman with the damaged engine. Unforgotten deep Scheiße. Assault Grenadiers wiped out here. Great kill for Oziligath. Another headache here for TwistedTootsy. Flak 36 northwards here. Okay, setting up the Flak 36. We've got 35 versus 43. And there you go. Oziligath going few. Not. Good shot from the Flak 36 on the Hellcat. Shot on the Sherman. Closer on the Flak 36. Great shot on the Hellcat there again. Base being engaged. Veterans on the Flak 36 already. Almost got the Hellcat here. We got 11 versus 43. 8 versus 43. 5 versus 43. 2. And that is GG. We actually got a 7 event out here at the very end. So there you go, game over. An absolutely brutal fight here. TwistedTootsy was, I think, fairly close here, but a few Tetra towards the end there with against playing up his Panther Thieves, but also part of me really thinks you just push for the Stuke Assault Group. Like, 2 Stukes again with these upgrades here, I think would have been very handy for him. Like, fast Stukes that can like absorb a few more hits backed up with the 2 Panther Thieves, I think could allow him to like quickly overwhelm the, you know, Hellcat and then deal with the rest. Of course, it's not as sexy, at least to some, than a Tiger Tank. But I think, you know, as now he should just like kept the Panther Thieves a bit more alive until he had the Tiger Tank. Otherwise, it was a mistake to split up the Panther Thieves at that very moment there. So either way, a few slips here, but TwistedTootsy I think cost the match here. But that's it. It was also like a really great match. There's a lot of nice back and forth action between TwistedTootsy and Oziligath. TwistedTootsy is clearly also a bit of a tongue twister. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, tell your friends, tell your family. But your enemies, and of course, big thanks to all those who keep liking and subscribing to my videos, of course, commenting on them, and of course, a big thanks to my Patreon support as always. Hope to see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.